Ji Assalamualaikum, once again welcome back to your own channel AR Trainings Official. So today we are going to learn how to create a 3D isometric room in Blender. I think this video is going to be a very informative and helpful for you. So what you have to do is simply watch the video and try to follow my steps. Time is money, let's get started. At first I'm just going to create a simple cube. Okay, so shift A and add a simple cube like this. Now what I have to do is simply go to the edit mode and select all the faces which I want to delete. Right, go to the edit mode, select the faces like this one, and this one, press delete and click faces. Okay, now we have this 3D isometric room ready. You can select this room and move it a little bit like this. Okay, yeah. Now I'm going to add a simple modifier, that is solidify modifier, and it will help us to add some thickness. Okay, so go to the modify tab and add a solidify modifier. You can change the thickness like this. I think it's minus 0.19 will be good. Okay, that's good. Now check the box that is even thickness. Okay, moving forward, we are going to create a hole for a window. Okay, so or as you can say it a space for a window. So go to the object mode again like this, cursor, add a cube like this. Now you can tweak this in X, Y and Z direction a little bit, GX in the X direction, GY or Y and GZ in the X Z direction. Okay, now you can add a modifier, that is Boolean modifier. Click on object, then click on cube and apply. Okay, now click this one and delete. So we have the window space ready. Okay, now you can even do this for all door or windows if you have any. Okay, next you can we are going to make a wooden floor. Okay, so going to again mesh, shift A, add a plane simple. Now you can tweak this plane according to the requirement. Like current we have the plane that is, so you can play with the X, Y and Z direction. Simply GX for moving in the X direction, GY for the Y and GZ for the Z direction. Okay, so adjust it a little bit like this. You can also give a solidify modifier to a plane. Okay, so again go to the modifier and solidify modifier, give it a thickness of 0.09. I think it's okay like this. Now we have some wooden planes in the floor. It's not quite difficult, by the way, it's simple and easy. We are just only using simple cube to model this. Okay, now I'm using a simple array modifier. Okay, so for array modifier I am just giving it a value of 1.0 in the Y. Okay, now you can change the count to 3 or 4. I think 4 will be okay. Adjust the distance between these wooden planes, X, Y and Z direction. Now click and apply and okay, like this. So we have the floor ready to go. Next we are going to model a sofa, and for sofas again you have to shift A and add a simple cube. Okay, so everything will be tweaking with a simple mesh object like cube. Okay, so again tweak this in X, Y and Z direction. Like we have a very small space, so adjust it according to the requirements or according to the space we have, like this. I think it's okay. Now you have to go to the edit mode and add a loop cuts. Okay, so let's go to the edit mode, and in the left we have the loop cut option. So simply click on loop cut and add multiple loops like this. Click. Now move this loop cut X direction like this, and again one loop again. Click, then move it in this direction, and one in the Y direction. Okay, like this. Now you can select all the faces of the loop cuts like this, then simply extrude it to a certain height. Simple, type E and extrude it like this. Okay, are you getting my point? Now we have to model a cushion for the sofas. Okay, so it is same as we model a simple cube. Again, Shift A, type a, go to the mesh and add a simple cube. I think it's okay. Right. Now go to the modified tab and add a simple modifier, that is bevel. Basically it is used for the smoothness of edges, so increase the segments and the amount like this. Now we have more smooth edges. Okay, moving forward, next we have to model simple cushions for the sofas. Okay, so again we are using simple cube. Shift A, mesh, go to the cube, and again you have to select, even you can use bevel modifier or you can use subdivision modifier. Okay, so now we are using subdivision modifier here. Let's adjust it first in the X, Y and Z direction. Okay, so now let's go to the modifier tab and add a subdivision service. Now increase the levels, that is 3. Yeah, I think it's okay. Now you can type Shift D and add a copy of it. Okay, Shift D and click and move in the X direction. You can scale it down a little bit. I think it's too big. Okay, now we are going to create a simple TV rack. Okay, so it is again done with a simple cube. Simply type Shift A and add a cube like this. Simple. Tweak this in X, Y and Z direction according to the space or the required area. Again here I am using simple, go to the, at first you can tweak this and then go to the edit mode and select the face, top face. Okay, select the top face. Yeah, type I for insert, give it a little bit distance. I think it's okay. Yeah, now you can extrude it. E for extrude like this. Okay, I think it's okay. You can also play with different dimension as it is more time consuming, so I just want to clear the concept that how it is going to be modeled. So now let's go to the modeling of LED or TV. Okay, so again mesh, and I'm just going to add a simple cube. You can tweak this in X, Y and Z direction. Okay, decrease the thickness. I think it's okay. Now here you can use a simple bevel modifier. Again go to the modifier option or bevel modifier. Sorry, it's subdivision modifier, I think. Yeah, you can use bevel modifier. Okay, it will basically smoothen the edges of the mesh object. Segments, I think 8, or amount will be 0.35, right? I think it's good, or a little bit. Okay, so this is how you will model the LED or TV. Next we have to model a simple console table. Okay, console table, or you can even just model a window. Okay, so simply go to the mesh and add a cylinder for a window grills. You can change the vertices to a little bit 85 to 90 roundabout. Scale this a little bit, scale it down. Now move it to the center like this. Now SZ to scale in Z direction, and attach to the top. Here also I'm going to use a simple array modifier to have a copy of this simple mesh object. So again, go to the modifier and have an array. Okay, let's just move it to the right like this. Now go to the modifier and have a simple array. Yeah, 8 counts. Right, perfect. So next we have to model a simple console table, okay, or a coffee table. So again, Shift A and add a simple cone like here, simple cone. Tweak this according to the space. Basically the shortcut key for move is G. Okay, so if you want to move any mesh object in X direction, you have to type GX. If you want to move in Y direction, GY, and if you want to move in Z direction, GX. Plus same is the case for scale and rotate command. Okay, SX in the scale in X direction, SY for the Y, and Z for the Z direction. Okay, so you have to tweak this cone like this. Next we have to add a simple plane. I think it's too big. Yeah, you can even play with other settings. Now let's just jump into the material settings. So simply go to the material tab, and in the base color you can select any of the color. I'm just using yellow. Okay, now go to the render view, and here it is. Okay, now again for the sofa, select the sofa again, add a new slot, new material, change the color or a material you want to use. So I'm just using red. Okay, like this. You can even change other materials also. Okay, so in case of LED, simply go to the edit mode, select the face. Now here I'm using simple UV editing. Okay, so again, new slot, new material, go to the base color. In base color, click on this yellow dot and add an image texture. Okay, so image texture, now click on open like this, and select the image texture you want to use. I have already downloaded it on my PC, so I'm just opening it. Wait a while. Okay, where it is. Yeah, this is the photo. So open image, simple, and with the help of, now I'm using simple UV editing. So simply go to the UV editing option like this, UV editing. Now select the texture and tweak this according to the required area. Okay, so move it down, scale it a little bit like this. Now you can rotate it in the 360. Select the rotate and rotate it in the 60 like this. I think it's perfect. Okay, so next, in last we have, you can simply go to the render setting and give it a render. You can even use EV render or cycle. So I prefer you can use cycle render, as it is more realistic and time consuming. It is time taking, but I think it will give a more realistic view. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope this video is going to be a very informative and helpful for you. So don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for notification. Keep watching, keep supporting. More interesting informative tutorials are uploading very soon, so stay tuned. Thanks a lot, thanks a million, thanks a bunch.